So example 4 says, write in sigma notation and evaluate the sum. If the general term looks like this is what I call the general term. And in this case, you see that we're ending at 5. So this means that n is equal to 5. Okay. So let's do this guy. So this one's going to be the sum as I goes from 1 to 5. I'm going to write my general term in here, I cubed minus I squared. And I know that I can use the difference rule to split this sum into the difference of two sums. So this is equal to, the sum is I goes from 1 to 5. This is I cubed minus the sum is I goes from 1 to 5. This is I squared. And then now these are in the form where I could use my formulas. Okay. So let me just copy these formulas down. Wait, sorry, that's just the I squared one. Let me just rewrite it here. The I cubed one is really n times n plus 1 divided by 2 quantity squared. And the I squared one is n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 all over 6. So we just need to evaluate what those things are, where n is equal to 5 in our case. So I just pop those guys in. I get 5 times 6 divided by 2 squared minus 5 times 6 times 11 divided by 6. And this is going to give us 225 minus 55, which gives us a final answer of 170. So that's number 4, example 4. Does that make sense for everybody? Is there any questions? All right. I want you to try example 5. I'm going to modify it slightly. So let's just change it so it looks like this. F of I is equal to I cubed plus 2. Okay. So let me give you a couple minutes to try to answer this question. And then but definitely I see a lot of good answers there. So we're going to write it like this. We're going to have a sum. The first number is 1 and the second number is 10. So we look here and that tells us that our n is equal to 10. Okay. And then we write the general term on the inside. So the general term in our case is going to be I cubed plus 2. And we see a sum here, so a plus sign, so we can split this into the sum of two sums. So it's going to be the sum as I goes from 1 to 10 of I cubed plus the sum as I goes from 1 to 10 of 2. This guy is just going to be 10 times 11 divided by 2 quantity squared. This one is going to be 10 times 2. This first part here is 3,025. This last part here is 20. So we get a final answer of 3,045. Is there any questions about that? No questions. Cool. Cool. So really this first part is all just getting used to the notation. I don't know if you guys ever watch these movies that have like math involved, but they try to write all these symbols to make it look really complicated and sort of, oh, this person's really smart, psychologically intimidate them. Like I remember I was watching A Beautiful Mind and Russell Crowe was like writing all this stuff on like a window pane. Anyways, some of the stuff they write doesn't really make any sense. Some of the ways they write it is in a way that any normal mathematician would write it, but that's fine. My point is, I hope you're not intimidated when you see something that looks like this now, because you can just unpack what it means. All right.